I get a scrunner rebuttal with trouble. The key to the puzzle will leave you to wonder. Reflections that lie in the puddle. Truth hurts when I'm eyeing my double. I'm cursed. I'm gonna die in the huddle. I'm first. Ain't gonna die in no huddle since birth. Been familiar with the struggle, the pain worse, but the weed make it subtle. I stumble. Ghost town. Is anyone home? Low down, cause I've been on my own. Showdown. Revolutions take thrones. No crown. Let it be till they vote. So proud. Call me Lady Capone. I knew I had to prove these niggas wrong, so I waited patiently. I played along. Did it so tastefully they can't respond. Whistles and travel through ears of a dawn. Damn! It's Tresure 508 and Pharaoh, and you're tuned into Pink World. Let's get it.
He a rolling stone, that boy walk real slick like Leroy Brown, and he don't take no shit. I'ma keep him around, but only for a little bit. I'll admit he equipped, not afraid to take a risk. Sunken wreck, battleship, recover and make it lift. You a man, I'm a woman, baby, we can make it big. Only in my early 20s, but I'm trying to handle biz. Got a lot of life to live, a lot of liquor to sip.
Thank you so much, guys. Cheers to Pink World and Tresure.
Cheers.
It's a treasure.
Thank you.
That shit is...
Okay. That was actually not that bad.
Welcome back to Pink World, episode 6. We are here today with our special guest, Tresure.
Thank you guys for inviting me on the show.
Of course, thank you for being here. I'm Lexi.
And I'm Maddie.
And you know how we do, so we're gonna get right into it. We've been listening to your music lately, Fire. So I want to hear more about your latest single, Back to the 305.
Okay, so my latest single, Back to the 305, is basically a song about being in the strip club. It's the perspective from a stripper, and it's like this stripper, she's going through her day, she's just talking about how she's finessing these dudes, and like basically the mindset of like what you have to have while you're in there. I shot the video, I directed the video, and it was little something. Nah, like at first I was so nervous to do it, but then you know, I had all my family and my friends there, and like they were just like encouraging me, and like we made it work. But it was a really good experience.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration behind the song video?
So I dance, and it's funny, like not a lot of people know that I dance because of the way that I present myself. And I just wanted to do something like kind of out of the box where like I talk about what I do, but I was very picky about like how I wanted to present it, because I want my image to be a certain way, and I have a son. So, like, when I speak on certain topics, it has to be in a tasteful manner. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So, when did you start putting out music, like your own music?
So, I started putting out music like 5 or 6 years now ago. I started, my brother was doing music, and then that kind of inspired me to start. I just like listen to him, copy him, you know what I mean? And then I developed like my own style, and our styles are very similar, and we have something called RebelGz, and that's basically like a company that we're trying to make, and we're about to LLC ourselves and everything. We already trademarked our name, so we're good to go. But yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And did you always know you wanted to do this?
Like, from when I was younger, I didn't know, but when I started doing it, I literally feel closer to God when I do music. Like,
that's when you know it's right.
That's when you know. You know, I think that I have an advantage, like, on a lot of people because I know what I want to do in life. I know who I want to be. I know what I want to represent. And being given this gift, like, I know I have to use it, too. You know what I mean? I think that God gives people certain gifts, and if you don't explore them, then you're wasting your time.
100%.
Yeah.
And how old were you, do you think? Like around the time that you first got interested in this?
Around 18, 19, I was bad as shit, stripping. Like, I want to do music. And at first, like, when I go back and listen to my old music, it's crazy because I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Are we allowed to cuss on this?
Yeah. You're good.
You're my bad. But I just listen back and I'm like, yo, this is embarrassing. You know what I mean?
I feel like everybody, like, goes through that phase when they start. They're like, oh, my God, like, what was I doing? And other people, like, listen to it and be like, nah, like that was fire, but like your own worst critic, you know.
I definitely will sit there and like tear myself apart, you know. That's part of this. It's like, it's so hard because you're chasing something that you can't see, and the main thing of this, if you want to do music, if you want to podcast, if you want to be out there in the world, like, you have to have faith. You have to believe in something that you cannot see. And that's
that's hard to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When everything's fucked up around you, everything's going wrong, and you just keep saying like, nah, I'm gonna wake up and fucking do this day perfectly, and then do the next day perfectly. After a certain amount of time, it starts to stack up, and you start to have something.
Yeah.
You know?
You're spitting.
Yeah.
Absolutely spitting. Already, like 5 minutes in, bro.
No, for real.
You know?
Well, you think that made you like gain traction as an artist, kind of having that mindset?
Yeah, because I have the mindset where like I'm from the bottom. I have the mindset like I want to be humble. I want to get to know these other artists. I don't think I'm better than anybody. And I just want to build. I want to. I don't want to skip the steps to the process. And I feel like that's what a lot of people want to do. Like
no shortcuts.
Yeah, like
no
they
shortcuts.
just want to make a song and fucking pop off. That's not
Blow
gonna
up
happen.
like out of
where
the
I want to
blue.
be and who I want to be and the artist that I'm going to be, it's going to take time and it's going to take steps. You can't skip the steps to success. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is.
Yeah, and that like differentiates you from like like that's like a real artist thing, I feel like, because people who just want to blow up, like they don't really care about like putting the time, effort, consistency in, like they're not going to get the same place. Like maybe they'll get like a moment of fame, but like I assume that's not what you want to do. Like it's more than that to you. So
exactly, we look at artists like fucking Michael Jackson, or like when you really really go back and look at the greats of all time, you know, like Beyonce, like they've been doing this ever since they were kids. Since they were fucking like 13, you know what I mean, maybe younger. And it's like, if they started at that young age, why would you ever think that at 22 you make a couple songs and you're just gonna pop? That's not how easy it is. You know, you gotta have a repertoire of music and material and content that's like gonna move the people and like make them want to relate to you, capture them, all that matters.
And the people that you just named, they be going through trials and tribulations too.
Exactly.
Like they go through a bunch of like getting told they're not shit, getting told that they can't do it, and like they still do, and you got to work yourself through those like trials.
To me, that's the biggest misconception, is like that like when you fail, failing is good. You know what I mean? And like once you can embrace that and understand that, that's when you're gonna take your shit to the next level. Because as many times as I get told no, one day yes is coming around the fucking corner. Like if you hang around the barbershop long enough, you're gonna get a cut. That old saying, you know? It's real shit. That's real shit. Like I just think people need to follow their dream. Don't listen to anybody, because you might tell your dream to somebody and they might not get it because God didn't give them that dream. That wasn't for them to see. It was for you to see. So do what you're supposed to do, and you know, I think that you'll be rewarded. That's the way I live my life.
Definitely. That's what's up. So talk to me about the collabs that you've done.
Okay. So my biggest collab that I think I've ever done was with an artist named IDontKnowJeffrey, and he's from Memphis, and when we did a song called Tony Montana, and it just came out really good. I gained a lot of his fans, and I started like kind of like getting up a little bit, but then after like I was like doing really good, I actually got pregnant and I had to take a break for a while. So everything slowed down a little bit. And now that I have my baby and stuff like that, you know, and I'm getting stronger, like I'm just like, I'm getting back on the scene and like following my dream and doing what I'm supposed to do.
As you should.
What are some of your like favorite collabs that you've ever done?
Definitely IDontKnowJeffrey. Definitely let me see, my favorite collabs. I love working with my brother, even though we be butting heads.
Family ties, literally.
Nah, because he really pulls like the best out of me, and it's good to have somebody on your team that you know truly just has your best interest in mind. You know, even if I don't want to hear it, like I always know like you're just saying that to make me better. So
He'll be real with you. Like
exactly.
Family has to be the most real with you out of anybody.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why I feel blessed to like be doing music with you know, my blood.
Yeah. That's dope.
Kardashians on the way.
Building an empire for real.
So who are some of your influences? I know you do like I feel like you're more like lyrical type of rap, and you were talking earlier about how like like bars. So like,
I like bars like a lot. Like I really always have loved 50 Cent. Like I feel like my music is it's dark, but it's also enlightening. It's kind of funny, but I think that articulating myself has always been extremely important to me in my music, and having a message there. Anybody that like has a message, I support. So like Kendrick's, J. Cole's, Nas's, anybody that's like saying something of worth.
Yeah. And it's enlightening because it's eye opening. Like it can be dark, but it's still like eye opening.
Exactly.
It's real.
I think that like pain, struggle, more like things that those are things that are more relatable. Like I could get on a track and talk about how much money I have and shit like that, but that's just not fucking true. You know what I mean? Like that's just not what it is. I want to tell you about how I don't have a fucking car and I'm walking to work, but I'm still, or how I'm going to the studio and bringing my kid with me. You know what I mean? Stuff that's really going to resonate with people, and that's really going to show them like, damn, like this girl's trying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because rich ain't the majority.
No, it's not. It's not.
But people want to act like it all the time. Like,
exactly. And the thing about being rich is like, so what? So what? You got money, so what? I got all this. You know what I mean? Like we need to take a look at how we look at value. You know what I mean? Like I think that there's a lot of value in things that aren't just profitable, you know. Even sitting here and talking to you guys and coming here, like now I know a studio that I could come to. I got people I could, you know what I'm saying?
You got people you can vibe with.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I feel like that's just a thing in like the society, unfortunately, that we live in, that a lot of people just don't place that at a high value. Like they place material shit like in talking about money and all this shit, and they don't really want to hear that. But like, how do you feel like people have kind of reacted to the type of music you make, the type of bars you spit? Like
I think that like a lot of times, like honestly, it feels great when like older dudes come up to me and they're like, yo, you make the music like I love, like what, like you know what I mean? There's like someone 40 or 30 like coming up to me telling me that means a lot to me. I'm only 23, you know. I think that I got the chance to rap in front of Jadakiss and stuff like that, and his commentary was like, you know, you got it, just keep working on it. But I definitely think that my style and like my message is different, and I think that it's gonna take me out of here, you know?
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of females like doing what you're doing. Or
the lyrical shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I want to write like raps. I want to write fucking like regular songs, like singing songs. I want to do everything. I think I can. I think like I'm gifted, and I think that God gave me this gift, and I have to explore it. Yeah. You know?
Hell yeah.
So speaking of gifts, you know, I've seen you freestyle a couple times.
Oh, you like to do that?
You want me to give you a little
No, but like, do you like that? Like, obviously.
I like so I'm not gonna lie, like I'm super into writing, and anything I usually do, like I usually wrote. Writing to me is just, it's the better way. Like you're more prepared. When I get to the studio, I'm not fucking around wasting time wondering like how I'm gonna put the song together. Instead of wondering how I'm gonna put the song together, I'm thinking about, is this part gonna go high? Is this part gonna go low? Like it's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
and when you're writing it, you got that in your head. Like, oh, here I'm gonna
exactly
at the end of this word.
If I were to go to the studio and just make something up on the spot, I'm sure I could. I have the ability to do so, but it just wouldn't be as thought out and as like cared about as if I wrote it, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm definitely gonna spit something for you real quick.
Hell yeah.
A little something.
Y'all will see that in the intro.
Facts.
So I saw one of your freestyles, you mentioned you were pregnant. So what's it like raising a child as well as being an artist?
It's one of the hardest things ever. Like but having a child gave me purpose, and it gave me the ability to not only think about myself, but think about my future and think about all my steps. Like now when I move, I'm not moving off of just for Tresure. I'm moving off of Tresure for Pharaoh. That's my unit. That's my family. Even like I obviously love my family, but when it really comes down to it, that's my unit. Pharaoh, my son, that's the person that like I owe everything to, because he didn't ask to be here and I made that happen. You know what I mean? So I owe him my life. I owe him my time, my everything. And it's just like, it makes me not fuck around, you know? I'm like, I gotta, when I put him down for a nap, it's time to write some raps. You know what I mean? When he wakes up, spend time with him. But then when he goes back down, it's time to get back to business. You know what I mean? It's just like a focus. I have that now.
That's a lot too. So props to you for real.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm a single mom at that. You know what I mean? So
so you're doing this shit on your own.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I know. It's just wild to me. Like I just can't
and he's
imagine.
here in the studio.
I know.
He's here.
Shout out Pharaoh.
Maybe we'll bring him out on the.
little
maybe I'll rap with him in the intro.
Yo, definitely. 100%.
That'd be fire, right?
No, he's literally the cutest.
Thank you so much.
And he's so sweet too. Like he's
Thank
like
you.
well behaved.
He's very well behaved. That's how I
Thank
know.
you.
Like you're doing good shit. You're
Thank
doing
you.
good, very very
I
good
appreciate it for real.
Well, on the topic of family, you did mention the brand that you and your brother were doing. It's called RebelGz.
Yep.
Could you like elaborate a little more on that?
Sure. RebelGz, like what we want it to mean and stand for, it's basically a lifestyle, and it's basically like it's the ability to move towards pain despite knowing that the pain is going to be painful. Because in reality, when you move towards pain, you're moving towards growth. Anything that hurts you makes you grow if you really think about it, if you really sit down and think about it. And it's about going against the distance, beating the odds, all about like being unrealistic, you know what I mean? And having the ability to think that something that never happened could happen.
Being delusional.
Exactly. That's a big ass fucking thing in this. And if you don't have that quality, I don't think that you're going to be famous.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You got to be delusional at some point.
You got to have heart.
You got to.
Yeah.
You got to be like, all right, like, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm, like, really about this shit. I don't care what anybody says. Like,
exactly.
You got to be
Everybody
like,
else can
no,
fuck
I can
off.
do it.
Exactly.
I can do it.
And it has to be such a burning passion where it's not even just about money anymore. It's literally about, like, can I beat how good I did yesterday? You know what I mean?
If
That's what the fuck
you.
my mind's on and I'm worried about. Can I write a better verse than I wrote 2 days ago? You know? And when you start taking things and ripping it apart like that and thinking of it like that instead of, oh, how much am I going to get paid for that? You'll start to see your value increase and increase and increase, you know?
You can see the difference. You can definitely see the difference when people like do that and vice versa. So that's really inspiring, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit of what you've had to encounter as a female in the industry.
I think that a lot of dudes, like, before they hear me rap and stuff like that, I'm not sure what they expect, but I think that a lot of dudes don't take me seriously. Like, I'll have to rap or I'll have to just do the most, you know what I mean, for a little respect. And it's like, I don't fucking like that, and it makes me want to only work with females. I'm super, like, it's a basically male predominant thing.
Dominated field.
Yeah,
like male-dominated field.
So it's like, as a female, like, I have to separate myself, and I have to be firm. I have to be kind of a fucking bitch sometimes to get what I want across. Because even in the studio, let's say I'm recording a song, and the engineer's like telling me the way he thinks it should go. Well, I'm fucking paying you, so why the fuck are you telling me the way you think it should go? You know what I mean? Like, sit down and do your job. And it sounds mean, like, when I'm saying it like that, but I don't mean it like that. This is business. You know what I mean? And this
You know what you want to put out.
Exactly.
So
exactly. So just knowing, like, how to talk properly to people and, like, maneuver myself, especially like when I'm alone and I don't have my brother here with me, like And it's funny, like, I notice, like, people will come at me different, like, when I'm alone versus when I'm with somebody else. Like, my brother represented me.
Because they see you alone and they're like, yeah,
like, they try to try you, you know?
Yeah.
So you just got to be ready.
They think you're more vulnerable.
Exactly.
That might not be the case,
Exactly.
honestly.
Nah, they start hearing me talking. They're like, yo, maybe we fucked up. Yeah. Maybe we might have fucked up.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
So, anything else in the media industry that you would like to dabble into?
Yeah, like, I am primarily an artist right now. I've had a few people hit me up and ask me to write for them, and I have. But I want to get more into that. Like, I want to try to start writing for people. Yeah. I want to try to start, like I said, I had directed one of my videos, back to the 305. Oh, no. Skid Row Slayer. My bad. I got that wrong. We were all talking about it earlier. Yeah, we were talking about that at the beginning. You're good. That was actually Skid Row Slayer. But I directed that video, but I want to get more into learning how to, like, structure a video properly. Like, before all my videos and stuff like that, my brother will usually send in a vision board to the videographers, and he'll, like, write down how we think it should go. It's very thorough. But I want to put my hands more in that, because I think I'm weak in that, and I think that's something I could work on.
And that interests you.
Yeah, you know.
It was fun directing.
It was super fun, but I definitely need a little bit more help with it. But it was fun, you know what I mean? I was like, you get over here. Yeah. I was feeling like a boss. Tony Montana in there, all right?
I'm dead. That's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
No, we were dead ass talking about that last night.
Literally.
I was like, you see Scarface?
Stop. I'm joking.
I was like, bro, I need to see that movie, bro.
I'm joking.
All right, maybe today, because after that, that's too many signs.
We need to.
On Netflix the 31st.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Bet.
Now you knowing the expiration date.
Yeah,
literally.
That's how many days? A week? The fuck? All right.
Gabe's on that Netflix.
I know every fucking expiration date. Don't you worry. Anyway, so I know you sing and rap. You're obviously very talented at both.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. But do you like prefer one or the other? I feel like you put out like a little more like in the rap kind of style, but you definitely do both. And I'm just
like with rap, like it comes so naturally to me. Like I can do it like nothing. You know what I mean? It just literally slips off my fucking tongue. But I think with singing, I think that I think I need voice lessons, but I think that I have a voice.
You do.
But I think that it could be worked on, you know what I mean? And that's something like I'm kind of exploring right now. I want to be able to do both, because I think that being able to do both makes you such a fucking like a double threat, you know what I mean? Like, damn, like she could rap and sing, you know? Yeah. But you know, that's something that I'm working on, and I'm about to get a voice coach for that and stop smoking weed and stuff like that. That's what's killing me.
No, literally.
Like, the real killer.
No, yeah.
But I think that when you know, I want to take this to the next level, and I feel like that it's about to happen. So I'm going to make sure that, you know, I get a voice coach. That's mandatory.
And do you have like a certain genre you want to represent, or you kind of want to just like flip-flop around?
I definitely like want to like be known for like hip hop, but I do want to I want to be a diverse artist. I think the meaning of being an artist is to like produce, you know, like whether that's any genre. Like if I could do a fucking country song, I would do it, you know? It's just so fun to me just to sit down and write. I'm like, damn, this
see
is
what
so
you can do. What's the extent of this?
You
have any projects on the way?
So I do have an EP coming out. I haven't thought of the name of it, but I'm like getting all the songs together. I have a studio session November 3rd, and then we're gonna finalize everything. But I have a little EP coming out with 3 or 4 songs on it, so you guys will see.
Can't wait to hear.
A little something like.
Yeah. Anything else we should be on the lookout for?
Just more content and like more of me being more open and out there. Like I said, I feel like when I had a baby, I definitely like stopped for a little bit, and I was just chilling out, taking care of the baby, just dealing with like real life problems. But now I'm back and I'm ready to focus on like what I truly care about, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of want to end on this, but I know you were talking a little bit about like who you want to be as an artist, what you want to represent. Can I have you talk a little bit more about that? Like who do you want to be in the industry?
I think that if I were to like look at somebody, like I love like Lauryn Hill for females.
She's so
I want to be like Sade. Like I want to be somebody that guys are fucking proud to listen to. That guys are like, yeah, I was fucking listening to Tresure 508. Like, you know what I mean? They're not embarrassed. Like, Cardi B song comes on and they're like, turn that shit the fuck down. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to feel like, and I want little girls and women to be uplifted. Like, I just want people to be like, damn, like this bitch is new, you know what I mean? Like she's just different, you know?
Yeah.
I want that vibe to come across. I want to represent the idea that like you can do and be anybody that you want to be, even no matter what happens in life. You could literally fuck up your life 5 times and then fix it and then still end up on top. You know what I mean? Don't ever give up. I want to represent like women that feel pushed around and like they don't have a voice, that feel over dominated by males and stuff like that. Like I want to be able to give them confidence and give them a voice. When you listen to my music, you should feel like inspired. When you hear me talk, I want you to feel inspired. I want you to go feel like you're not doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing and you need to get it together, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
You do better. That's what's up.
Love that.
That's a good message.
It is.
I fuck with that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we've noticed you use your voice to empower women. What is drawing you to kind of like shed more light on issues regarding feminism and stuff like that?
I think like I've always definitely wanted to like I'm a girl and I know what it feels like to be a girl. I've always wanted to shed light on the female perspective, but just as of recently, like I've just been dealing with like a lot in terms of like I got into like a domestic issue with the father of my child. Like basically I'm bringing the baby to the fucking doctor, right? So I look in the back of my car and I forget the diaper bag. So I'm like, let me go back to the house and go get the diaper bag. I go back to the house, I knock on the door. As soon as I knock on the door, he comes running downstairs butt ass naked, mad fucking embarrassed, looking like he's doing some shit he's not supposed to be doing. So immediately he opens the door, he's trying to like shoo me away. I look to my right, I see a fucking purse. Nigga, it was on and poppin'. Ever since that moment, like you really got another raggedy ass bitch in here.
Not even a piece of hair, not a lip gloss, a
whole purse. I'm trying to grab the purse. I'm trying to do anything in my power. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it ended really horrifically though. We're fighting. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get upstairs to get to this bitch. Like, there's just a lot going on. Then after that, like, I'm walking out the door. I'm saying slick shit. He's saying slick shit. And then, like, as I'm walking out, like a little bitch, he just, like, hits me from behind and starts beating the fuck out of me to the point where I'm knocked out on the ground.
Oh, no.
My kid's in the car. Our kid's in the car, you know?
Yeah.
So after that experience, like, I really never, like, dealt with something like that. And I had, like, a distaste for men, like, you know what I mean? And, like, it's just crazy. Like, I'm 100 pounds. Like, let's be real. You know what I mean? I can't defend myself against a grown-ass man. So that story is going to be the story that I have to tell that my son one day. That story is going to be the story I'm going to come forward and tell before all of you and everybody, even though it's hurtful, even though it's embarrassing. It's something that I'm going to embrace and I'm going to get over and I'm going to like grow from. And I think that even it's something that like me and my brother talked about, like whether I should talk about it or not and stuff like that. And for a while I didn't want to, but even though I don't want to, doesn't mean I shouldn't. There's people that need to hear it. There's people that need to hear, damn, that happened to her and that happened to me, but look how she got through it, so I can get through it. That's how I want people to feel. And I'm not embarrassed of it. I'm fucking happy it happened because at the end of the day, that was God telling me this is not the person for you. This is not who you're supposed to be with. And I got better blessings on the way. And now I'm happy and blessed.
Yeah.
So look at how the story turns out.
I'm very sorry that happened, but I'm glad to hear like you taking positive out of it.
Absolutely.
You know?
You have to take the power out of situations, because like people will try to they'll try to break you down, and they'll try to make you forget who you really are and what you're doing. Like you can't let, because somebody else has problems within themselves and they're not good within themselves, that's a reflection of them, not me. You know what I mean? Like, he could go tell lies to his friends. I hear stories about what happened, and I just laugh. I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. You know, because only if you really knew that I get up every day at 6 a.m., take care of my kid, and it's just like, it's crazy some of the stuff I hear out there, you know?
Yeah.
But women need to stick together no matter what. And that's something that it needs to be out there. Like, no man will ever know how I felt in that moment, but a woman will, you know? And there's so many girls that this happens to, like, regularly, and nothing's done about it, nothing's said about it. Niggas just laugh at us, ha ha ha, stupid bitch, I got another bitch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, but you know how the way to get your revenge back? The way to get your revenge back is fucking tell the truth, speak your truth, live your truth, but also do good for others and fucking be successful. Being successful slaps the fuck out of somebody when they're praying for you to fall, you know? And it's just crazy, like, the way fate and God and everything works out. Like, now I'm so happy. I'm starting to gain my weight back, starting to feel better about myself, you know, put myself back out there. And it was literally just this loser, like, tearing me down.
Yeah.
And it's sad to say that, but it's just like, I want the father of my child to be somebody that I could look at and be proud of. Yeah. And right now, he's not that. So until he can be that, I don't want the nigga around me. Until you can learn how to not put your hands on a female and think it's cool amongst your friends and be like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Who even brags
I
about
put that bitch in her place.
Yeah, like who even brags about that? Like, you're a weirdo.
Weird as fuck.
You're fighting 100-pound woman. Try fighting somebody your fucking size.
Not to mention the mother of your child.
Exactly.
Anything else doesn't matter to you.
Raggedy. Raggedy Ann. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Somebody call the cops. Like, I don't know. But that's definitely a situation that's made me like, okay, like, I know in my brand, like, I'm definitely going to be talking about domestic violence. I'm definitely going to be promoting women. Like, I just want to make us feel like queens in any way possible. For all the shit that we go through and have to hear every single day, like, I want to erase that and make us feel lit. We are
as
lit.
we should.
This shit wouldn't be running without us. And they try to make us feel like we're less than, or because we're not as strong as them.
Y'all ain't shit.
Nah, that's not true, because we're just as imaginative as them. We're just as fucking smart as them.
Just as passionate.
Exactly.
Even more so.
Exactly. Things aren't just about the way you look anymore. There's more to life than that now. So as long as you can be a good member to society, like, there's no real difference between a male and a woman now.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
And so I know your son motivates you a lot. I know you touched on that a little bit, but can you tell me anything else that motivates you? Like, what drives you to keep going, other than, you know, Pharaoh?
Mr. Pharaoh.
So cute.
I think that, like, definitely, like, the hate, you know what I mean? Like I just kind of got into it, but I think that just the negativity and doubting, like, definitely drives me a lot. Obviously, the love outweighs the hate, for sure. My family counting on me, like, in my family and in my life, there are people like Tresure, you need to write this, you need to do this. Like, they're very involved in my music career, you know what I mean? Like, and if I don't come through, I have to hear about it. I have to be accountable for it. So it's like, I literally have people looking at me and depending on me and believing in me. So it's not like, if I don't do this, I'm letting myself down. If I don't do this, I'm letting them down. And that's not possible.
That's not acceptable.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the hate, speak a little bit more about that.
Like, just just stupid shit like stalkers. Like I have a fucking 40-year-old stalker.
No
like
way.
yeah,
Really?
crazy.
That's
She's mad because I fucked her dude. Like
No
it's
way.
crazy. Leave me alone.
Oh my god.
But just crazy shit. You know what I mean? And it's like you got it. But these are lessons that you need to be able to be successful. And if you can't deal with this, then you're not made for it. You know, if somebody talking shit about you all day, every day bothers you, then you're fucking weak. Because I want them to talk about me. I want my name in your mouth. I want you to feel like I'm in your mind and that like I'm running shit and I rent space in your mind. You know, what's that thing that people been saying? I got apartments in that bitch's head.
Multiple
Rent free.
Literally.
But it's true, you know, and we need to like change the way that we look at negativity, because it's like, as long as they're talking about me, you know what I mean? I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
So I love it. Keep
the
it
bigger
coming.
you get, the more hate you're gonna get.
Exactly.
Point blank period.
Exactly.
Point
Keep
blank
it
period.
coming.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta embrace it. You gotta be a dog for this and be ready for hate, jealousy, anything that comes along with that. I want it. I'm ready. You know.
Yeah.
That's that boss mentality for real.
is.
That is. And a lot of women like need that, because as you said off camera, we're very like emotional beings. And I think it's very hard for us to like step into that persona of like being strong, being like have your head on your shoulders.
And it's like it's a work in progress, because there's times where like I've been super depressed, or like I think where we fall short as like women is we get mixed up in like relationships a lot. I think a lot of girls like have this view that life equals a relationship, and it's like a relationship is only one part of your fucking life. Like if you really truly think about it, it's just one segment. What about your success? Literally. What about what you want to do and who you want to be? And what about fucking if you're gonna go to the gym every day? If you're gonna do this and that every day? Do you know how to cook? Like there's other like things that go along with being a human just outside of being in a relationship. And it's like
and we do prioritize that.
And people place all their trust in one person, then they literally give their whole life when they're not even ready to live their own life to that person. And like you said, like you can't even do like regular every day-to-day tasks if you're that like consumed with the relationship. So it's really important to realize that like it's one part of your life, just like your friendships are one part of your life, for your family is a big part of your life, but like everything else, like you have a million different things that you're gonna do to make you whole as a person, and it's not gonna just be
like
just the relationship.
I have so many friends that are like, well, I don't want to be with him anymore because of the way he treats me, but I don't want to leave him because I've been in this relationship for 5 years. And it's like, do you want to be in this fucking relationship for 5 more years?
Yep.
Like you don't seem happy now, so do you expect that you're just gonna automatically
what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like it's okay to be alone, and like we need to promote that idea. Like it's okay not to have a dude. Like they're kind of like in the way, low key, like, you know what I mean? Like,
and I'm sure they would say the same. No, I'm sure they would say the same thing about us. It's like
it's
give
true.
or take, as long as you need to be fully committed with yourself before you're committed in anything
exactly
else.
It's that saying like, how are you gonna love your if you don't love yourself, how are you gonna love anybody else? It's very simple.
You have to be secure in yourself. Like you have to be, and like like you said, I don't know, it just is not gonna work out.
A lot of people are just like too scared to be alone these days. You know, the feeling of being alone is so fucking overwhelming that it's like, oh, I feel like I have to have this person, or I feel like I have to have sex with mad people on guys' end. You know what I mean? Like they feel like they have to have multiple women to be looked at as that nigga, and it's like, no. Having multiple people low-key brings down your
vibration.
Your vibration. It does.
And like your soul is fucked up then too. Like
it's just crazy, you know.
So as we're speaking about this like spirituality and all that, like how does faith influence you? How does faith influence your goals and like
faith
empower you?
Is everything to me. Faith is fucking everything. Without faith, nothing would be nothing, because like I said earlier, like what I'm doing is chasing something I can't see. That is the definition of faith, is believing in something that isn't there. You know what I mean? And you don't know, but you just got to keep going. If you can't see it, you just got to believe that it's there. Keep moving forward for it, you know? So that's like definitely a big thing in my life.
Yeah.
1000%.
That's good. I love that.
Yeah, for real. A lot of people don't have that too, and you can tell.
Yeah.
And even if it's not, you don't got to put a label to it.
No, you
God
don't.
or whatever. I feel like that can divide us even more so.
Yes.
And, you know, it's just like as long as you believe in something, a higher power, something that drives you to make good decisions.
I think that very simply, there's rules that we should live by, right? And the main rule is before you die in this lifetime, you need to help somebody else.
Yeah.
That's the rule. You know what I mean? In my life, at least. Like, I think that if you're not helping others, you're wasting your time. I think that if you're not helping others, then what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, you're missing the point. Because at the end of the day, whether I like it or not, I'm going to die one day.
Yep.
So while I'm on this earth, what difference am I going to make? You know?
That's the most important thing. Every fucking day.
Time is ticking. This could be the last conversation that me and you ever have. I could walk out that door and die. You could walk out that door and die. Let's make it significant.
Yeah. Meaningful. Everything needs to be meaningful.
And the music might feel right for you, but at the end of the day, it's like a bigger purpose.
Yeah.
You want to help other people. You want to help other people see like that I'm going through this too, like how you were just saying, I go through all this and I want to let other girls know, other men know, hey, I went through this alone.
I want to let them know, like,
I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to feel like you don't have it. It's okay to feel like it's far away and that it's not going to happen. That's okay and that's natural, but you fight through those emotions, and giving up isn't an option. And just reiterating that to girls is like something I want to do, and it needs to happen because a lot of us be feeling lost, like we're not good enough, like why doesn't he like me, why doesn't he do this for me but he does it for her, like yo, like I think that confidence, you know what I mean, we need to put confidence in our girls. If I have a daughter one day, that's the main thing I'm gonna focus on is confidence in her. You know, don't let nobody fucking tell you should dress this way, do it how you want. You know? Yeah.
And confidence at the end of the day is made up. It's something that none of us have. Exactly. Yeah. And we all trying to do it.
Till you make it.
You know, you literally like that. That saying might seem corny, but it's so true. Like we all, you know, as long as you can walk the walk, you'll convince other people that you got it. Exactly. And that's all that matters to get you to that finish line.
If you don't know what the fuck you're doing, just act like you do.
Exactly.
And you might make it through. You know what I mean?
Yep. And as you go, like, it's going to build up more and more, and you'll get used to that.
1000%.
All right, so you mentioned you danced for a while. Did you know that you wanted to do music before or after?
So I definitely wanted to do music before I started dancing. It's funny. It's almost like it happened at the same time. But I used dancing as like a tool to help me like kind of figure out who was popping and like basically like finding music heads. Because if you think about it, like who goes to the strip club? Like businessmen. People who do music, you know what I mean? Money. Exactly. Yeah. So it kind of, all the dots started to connect. It really kind of played side by side.
That's what's up. Your name, Tresure, is that your name or you picked that as like a stage name?
I'm going to say this for everybody. Yes, Tresure is my real name. The way it's spelled is without an A. So Tresure, but yes, that's my real name. I use it literally in the strip club because it sounds like a stripper name. Yeah, it's funny as fuck. Yeah. But
people would never guess that it's
I know, it's so funny. Like, I have this thing. Guys will be like, "That's not your name." I'll be like, "I bet you $30," and I'll pull out my freaking card, $30.
Yeah, $30 comes through.
Yeah, but it is my name. My grandmother actually named me Tresure. She always tells me the story of like, my mom was going to name me China or something weird. And, like, my grandmother, like, we have a tradition of teasing our name. Like, she begged my mom, like, oh, can we name her Tresure? And my mom was like, oh, I love that name, you know? Yeah. And I remember, like, growing up thinking, like, damn, like, everybody's stopping me, like, saying they like my name. So I remember when I named my son, my brother actually helped me name him. But you know, I wanted him to have a really unique name that people would be like stop him and say something about it. So I named him Pharaoh, you know?
Yeah. Dope name.
Yeah. And when pharaohs die, they're buried with their treasure, you know?
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Stop.
I love that.
Yeah, I could get real sentimental.
No, that was like deep. Wait.
I'll make you guys smile all day.
I love that.
Thank you.
So, what are your thoughts on like the scene, like the music scene in Mass?
So I think that the music scene in Mass, like, it's starting to emerge a little bit, especially in Boston or Brockton too, with Van Buren. Like I said, I don't listen to so many local artists. However, I'm aware of a few. I think that on the female side of things, Shay Bands is extremely talented, and I definitely support her. You know, even the dude that's in her camp too, that dude 8-Zip, like, I literally, like, I'm watching them and, like, looking at their work ethic, and it's almost inspiring to see people, like, interview after interview, show after show after show. So, like, I'm definitely rooting for them. I want to be that type of artist too, where, like, I'm being very consistent, but I want to do it in a different way. I want to be, like, recognized here, but I also want to travel to, like, Cali. I want to be everywhere, you know. I want to do anything and every opportunity that I think has substance, and just try to maneuver my way through, finesse my way through, you know.
Yeah.
See different things.
Yeah. And I was gonna ask you, like, where have you traveled? Where do you want to travel?
I've like traveled a lot, just because when I was younger, I was like, I love to go on trips. I love to take my family on trips. But I've been to, like, Cali, I've been to Miami, I've been to Mexico, Hawaii. I've been the one place I want to go that I haven't been is Atlanta for music. And honestly, definitely. Like, as funny as it sounds being in Boston, I haven't really chilled in New York like that. Like, I've been out there, like, a few times here and there, but everyone always says New York has a crazy music scene.
They do.
I feel like I need to get in there. So that's
Hop
to
on
be
a drill
continued.
beat.
No bullshit. I'll start going crazy. Right?
Have you noticed any, like, differences in culture that has, like, inspired you?
Differences in culture, like
obviously the Cali scene is so much different, right?
Yeah.
Like, than Mass.
So for Cali scene, it's definitely, obviously we all think of the Cali sound right now. I'm thinking of it. It's more slow, more like
vibey.
Yeah, definitely vibey. I love that sound, and I think that I have the ability that I can do any sound. But if I was thinking about moving out there, actually. But if I were to do something like that, or even just be out there more, I would remain true to my style. My style is very East. Like, I think when you play my shit, like, people will even be like, you sound like you're related to Dave East. You know what I mean? Like, it's very gutter, very dark, very just raw is how I would describe it. I think that I'm just always going to maintain true to my style, but I do let the other styles, like, you know, I'm open to hear other styles, I guess. Yeah.
Have you had any, like, eye-opening experiences traveling, working in the industry, just in general? I mean, you've kind of touched on some of them.
Yeah.
Like, outside of, you know, what I told you and stuff, I think, like, one thing, when I went to Mexico, I remember just driving around and seeing kids have nothing. Like, I remember they had, like, huts as, like, houses. There were fucking, like, stray dogs running everywhere that were mad skinny. Like, it was crazy. And I think that really humbled me. And, you know, as I take these trips and write these raps and stuff, like, I'm growing and learning, and I'm going through my own journey within myself. So seeing that was just like, I want to help these people. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be more than an artist. You know what I mean? That shit pulls out my fucking heartstrings when I see, like you have nothing. You know what I mean? You have nothing and you want to give me stuff. Like, you're literally in Mexico,
so hard to
and
they have
position. Yeah, and they have fruit and shit, and they're, like, trying to give it to you, and you're like, you have fucking nothing, and you're trying to give me stuff. Like, it is an eye opener, you know? And it just teaches you to be thankful and be real with yourself. Don't stray away from who you are and where you're at, because it's okay. Where you're at is not where you're gonna be. So fucking talk about it. You know what I mean? Get up out of it. If you're in hell, you're broke as shit, you have nothing, that can change. It's okay. You know what I mean? I think people are like hypnotized by the mirrors and the smoke, and they think that they have to be something that they're not, you know? And I'm just gonna be an example, like, nigga, I was me the whole time. That's it.
Kind of goes back to like just the purpose of all of this, like helping people and staying true to yourself is the most important thing, and that's kind of gonna propel you forward and make you a better person.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I remember going to DR and just seeing like this old ass man like mixing concrete with his hands to like build like a part of his house that had been like broken, and I was like, yo, like these people be fighting to get to the like to the US, like even where we're at right now. Like obviously it might not be the best to other countries, but it's like, you know,
think about it. The dudes here, they're like, make me a sandwich. You know what I mean? The other dudes in the other country are building their girls' houses out of their fucking bare hands. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, you better come better.
Or for
who's building me a house next is really the next question.
Not over here.
No, literally, bro.
But yeah.
Yeah, but your stories, I wanted to say thank you for being able to be like open with us about
transparent as fuck.
About
you know
your
what? Like,
domestic abuse and like how that's inspired you. I think that's like really great.
Thank you.
That obviously not great that it happened, but like how you've managed to flip it and make it into a story of your own.
That's what we gotta do. We gotta take any weaknesses that they think that we have and use them against them, because fuck them. You know what I mean? Anybody who's using any negative shit against you, take it and tell your truth, and really just tell the truth. That's what's going to
it's gonna make or break you.
It's gonna fucking shield you. You know what I mean? Because when people like hear this shit, they're like, damn, she just fucking got up there and told the whole story. You know? Yep.
Strong.
That's what happened. And guess what? I'm still standing, and and it ain't stopping shit, and we gonna still keep it going. And that's just what it is. And guess what? People love hearing a story of somebody who is at the bottom, or kind of like, you know, like not looking like they were gonna win, and then suddenly they pull through, you know. So I that's my story. All right.
A lot of people are like, that was definitely inspiring. A lot of people probably feel the same way, because it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy to share something like that. Like, I can't imagine, but like she said,
what it was like going through that.
Exactly. But like she said, like, it's really amazing to see like how you like switched it around and like are turning it into something positive for yourself and for others.
Thank you.
And we have to use it to our hardships to motivate us.
Exactly. It just goes back to anything that you think that is hurting you in the moment. It's not. It's only making you stronger. Just because you can't see, it doesn't mean that it's not working. What God has planned for you is planned for you, and nobody can stop that. I can't stop that. You can't stop that. Nobody can. It's destiny. So like, just because you're still processing and God's still processing you, basically, you're still going through what the fuck you need to go through to be the person you're supposed to be. Don't be down, because that shit's gonna make you stronger. What happened to me made me stronger. What happened to me is gonna make me famous. What happened to me is gonna make me famous. He did that to me, and I'm gonna become famous because of that. You know, and he's gonna be watching this fucking interview right here. You know,
he's watching over right now.
Period. Like, that's what it is.
You gotta turn that negativity into positivity. A lot of people focus on negative shit. They dwell on it constantly, and they're not gonna get anywhere.
Exactly.
Like, that's just the thing. But yeah, I guess that's how it is.
Exactly. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just like processing
Literally,
this whole interview. This is a good one. Deadass.
I don't even know what to say now.
I know. Like, Gabe, I need some help.
I know, right? I feel like that's like a...
Should we just do the outro?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right, bet.
All right, well, thank you so much, Tresure. for being on this podcast with us. I had a blast.
Amazing.
Like literally
Thank
your
you.
stories, like, and the way you're able to articulate yourself. I said this off camera, but like it's just amazing.
Thank you so
like,
much.
Yeah, it's rare.
Yeah,
It's very rare.
Yeah,
And
like, and it's nice when you have people that can like actually like talk and have substance to what they're saying and real like meaning. It draws you. You know, that's what's
you
up.
can actually bounce off of each other, just being like,
Yeah.
whoa,
It was
like,
smooth.
okay.
Yes.
No hiccups.
Yes.
No, I appreciate you guys like letting me on, and I wanted to let you know that I truly support what you're doing. Like I obviously wanted to go on the podcast because I know that you guys are females. So I was like fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then I just love that you guys are trying to bring awareness to community artists.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? That's fucking dope.
Yes.
So anything you guys need or want, I'm here. You know what I mean?
Vice
Say less.
versa.
Say
Vice
less.
versa.
Literally.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you.
We really
yeah.
appreciate you coming on and everything. I don't know, you have anything else?
No.
Then
It was
we
great.
out.
We out,
Tell 'em.
baby.
Tag yourself. That's it.
Tag yourself.
What's your
Treasure 508. Look me up on Instagram. Look me up on YouTube. It's Treasure 508 too. I got an EP on the way.
auntie?
W.
And that's it. We out.
Pink World.
Shout out Pink World.
Shout out Do Over Don't. You already know the
DOD,
vibes.
baby.
She a skid row slayer, she a fucking money maker. Here's a warning, here's a waiver, cause she bound to take your paper. Infiltrator, you can't save her. Titanic, she the glacier, say it.